I'm going to be honest. I think Marvel Rivals was kind of built off of toxicity. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my gosh, you know, Marvel Rivals always had the best community. Everyone is so great and blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of good aspects about the community, and there are a lot of bad aspects about the community. I think one thing is, and I have been saying this for a very, very long time, and I've always thought this for a lot, is that a lot of people don't have, like, a lot of people have a lot of mob mentality. Obviously, it's like one person says it, and then a couple of other people agree. They're like, oh, that makes sense. And then everyone agrees, and everything like that. Okay, like, take example. Take Squirrel Girl. Yeah, is she like a low skill hero and everything like that? Everyone hates her. She's annoying. Like, one person finds her annoying, and then other people start to find her annoying, and then everyone finds her annoying. You know, it's that kind of situation. But I do agree that Squirrel Girl kind of deserves a little bit of the hate because she's just so annoying. I'm sorry. Maybe not the best example, but it's kind of like that. It's kind of a little bit of mob mentality here. And to be honest with you, it stems from content creators a lot, and a lot of what people say on the internet about certain games, about certain things, about certain changes and whatnot. And there have been situations where people just don't agree with some people's takes and everything like that. But in all honesty, the call is coming from inside the house. It's not coming from the game itself. It's coming from people who make content on the game itself, kind of situation. You know, you can go online and you can type in Marvel Rivals Toxic, and there will be tons and tons of videos. There's not a lot of, like, and I haven't, like, really looked into it, but you can probably type in funny moments, great stuff, montage, whatever. But I don't think that's as popular as when it's like, I defeated a toxic player who was on the other team, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I've been saying this, and I've been thinking this for, like, years now, which is why you'll never catch me, like, making videos about, like, oh, toxic player was on opposite team and I beat him. I always skip over that kind of crap. I never want to make anything like that because it kind of incentivizes people to be toxic. It's like, oh, if this person was toxic, then I'll be toxic and I can get my 15 minutes of fame, or I can get this guy to make a YouTube video about me and blah, blah, blah. Because in all honesty, the people who are being toxic don't care. They care about the attention. They care about whether it's, it's kind of like JoJo Siwa a little bit. It's like any publicity is good publicity, which is not true. Kind of a little bit like that. And to be honest with you, I really do hate the fact that toxic videos are just like, man, Marvel Rivals is cooked, Marvel Rivals is bad, Marvel Rivals is this, Marvel Rivals is that, is a lot more popular than people just having fun in the game. Are there a lot of clips where people are having fun in the game? Yes, there are so many clips. But there's also a lot of clips of like, man, this character sucks. Man, I hate Scarlet Witch. She's such an easy character, blah, blah, blah. Supports are easiest. DPS are cryberries. Tanks are... Actually, I don't think anyone complains about tanks except when tanks aren't tanking, which is very rare. And so it's like stuff like that where everyone wants to be mad at everyone and be toxic towards everyone. And it's like, guys, first off, this is a team-based game. Play as a team. Unless you're carrying, I guess. I don't know. Like, there are certain respects that you have to have for every role, obviously. And sometimes your teammates aren't going to live up to those expectations because you don't know what they're going through. Doesn't mean you should be a dick to them, okay? Sorry for the language. I don't usually swear, but it's like, don't be rude. Don't be a jerk. And so I think where a lot of the toxicity does come from is what people say online, what people do online, like how people react and everything, and what kind of content they create. Like if one person says, oh, Marvel Rivals Season 2.5 was terrible because of flyer meta, blah blah blah, and I didn't want to switch. It's like, there, that's the reason why it was terrible for you, is because you didn't want to switch. Now obviously I don't like switching characters, but when every character is available to you, you're always able to switch and do whatever it is that you want, obviously. But you kind of make the game a little miserable for yourself if you don't switch. And then you go on the internet and 20,000 people or 2,000 or 200 or whatever, 50 people agree with you. That's like, yeah, this meta sucks, blah, blah, blah. Do I like triple support? Nope. I actually hate triple support. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, triple support, bad. I'm going to make an entire video on it, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, everyone's already done that, okay? All I am saying is that, and content creators don't need to be positive, happy, sunshine, rainbows, you know, whatever, all the time, 24/7. Obviously, they can share their honest opinions and everything like that. But I think people need to be more aware that it's like, if you say this one thing, your audience is going to take it as gospel truth. Which is why I'm so afraid of saying anything. Is people will be like, oh, but this person said that. And then I realized I was a small content creator and I'm like, who's going to watch this? You know? But that's really it. I think if we stopped trying to give so much attention to toxicity, and this can be in general too, I mean, to anything on the internet, if we gave less attention to toxicity and to hate and to bad things and negativity, I think the community would be a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable, and I think a lot more people would have a more positive experience with the game rather than, oh my gosh, this person told me to uninstall the game, or, you know, whatever. It's like, yeah, you can have some competitiveness in you. Yeah, you can talk banter and whatnot, but telling someone to off themselves is not banter. And you can't say, oh, it was rage bait. It's not rage bait either. Okay? That's dumb. You're dumb. Don't do that. Okay? That's just stupid. And so, kind of sound a little toxic myself just saying that. But it just is, there's like literally a certain point that you need to have gaming etiquette. Like, and I feel like a lot of people forget that there's gaming etiquette, online etiquette, you know, social media kind of etiquette and everything like that. Where you still need to respect the other person on the other side of the screen, right? Like, they're still a person, and if that person's talking trash to you, you can always mute people. You can always, you know, turn off their chat and everything like that. That's just like how it is. That's just what it's come to sometimes. But yeah, I just wanted to rant about. I was like, hey, the call is coming from inside the house. Basically, we need to stop fostering negativity and stop giving people who are negative and rude and toxic the limelight. We need to highlight more people who are fun and funky and weird in a good way, I would say, because there is another video that I would like to make. Who are just more positive, who are a much better light to the community and everything like that. And that's not to say that content creators, the big time content creators, or just the mid-size or smaller content creators are all bad or anything like that. It's like, get your bag, obviously, but at the same time, if that's what we're gonna build the game off of, then be prepared to play a dead game at the same time if people are gonna be negative all the time as well. So yeah. Anyway, rant over. Tell me what you guys think, really. Like, where does the toxicity really come from? I think it comes from a lot of places. I think it comes from just past Overwatch players, other players from other games like Call of Duty, Valorant, you know, all those other games, and obviously just Marvel fans and things like that. They all come from all over the place, obviously. You agree or not, and if you do, I would love to hear what your opinion is, and if you don't, I would love to hear what your opinion is. Don't be rude in the comment section, guys, as well. We don't need any more negativity than there already is on the internet. I like to try and keep my channel a more positive and spunky and weird place than negative and unhappy and blah, 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 you know? So, yeah. All right. Deuces. Bye.